in a relationship with this guy, and he was very wicked to me. Like what you're saying, that he used to hit, okay, he used to hit me, and he talks to me anyhow, both in private and in public. He disrespects my family. He takes my money and uses my money at will. I eventually broke up with him, and he's in another relationship. But in this relationship, he doesn't treat the other lady like me. How did you know that? Okay, let's continue. He treats her nicely. I've been in a place where they were together in public, and he was very gentle with her. He was very kind to her. He never treated her anyhow. I know how he treats me when we are in public, and it was nothing like what he treated her. Okay, not like we used to treat you. That we meant to say. Anyways. Now I feel bad. Should I have? I'm now almost regretting leaving him. So maybe I was not patient enough with him, and the other lady was patient with him, and he has now become a better person. What do? I feel bad. Is it possible for me to try and get him back? What do? I still love him, but I rejected him because he was a toxic person. Now he has become a changed man. I think I want the changed version of him. What do I do? Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Okay, what I'm saying sounds a little insensitive, but you have to let him go. So let me explain something, right? My mom used to pray that prayer a lot sometimes, that let people not use you as an experiment, right? So what I mean is, these things happen every single time, right? So you can't be so sure that he'd have changed with you. And people offend people because they let them. Let me say that again. People treat us badly because we let them. So I want to imagine that you let him and she did not let him. I don't know if that makes sense. So he was all those things to you, but he's not like that to her. Now I'm assuming he's not really like that to her, because you can't really tell what's happening in that relationship. I bet you some other people felt your relationship with him was also good. It's now you said, now you know what your eyes see. So it's possible to say now she know what her eyes see too, but I'm assuming that he has really changed. So if he has changed, let's assume he has changed. Let's assume he's actually a different person. Now, truth is, it was easy for him to treat you a certain way, and it was not easy for him to treat the other person that way. You let it happen. I'm not blaming you. What I mean is, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm not saying that you deserved to be treated that way. I'm just saying that people treat you badly because you let them do so. Have you noticed that when you walk into a particular environment, maybe a workspace or a work environment, and you see maybe a bully, one bully like that, either a boss who is a bully, or a colleague who is a bully, or somebody who bullies some people, others people anyhow, talks to people anyhow, treats people anyhow, and then there's one particular person that the person does not try it around. Like, when the person gets close to that person, the person respects him or respects her, doesn't talk to that person in that manner, doesn't do anything in that manner. Have you noticed around? Yes, that person did not let him do that. Meanwhile, you and the others let him or her do that. So people treat us badly because we allow them. So it was okay as far as he was concerned to treat you that way until he probably did not know how bad what he was doing was, until you left him, and maybe he realized. It's possible that he even realized when you left, because when you were around, you could not pass the message. Now that you have gone, he now got the memo and said, I have to change. That's the only language you could understand. So move on. Even if you get back to him, I don't even know those kind of relationships. I don't know how it works. We have a popular Nigerian actor. I think he treated his wife badly. He said it by himself. Treated his wife badly, and realized his mistakes. They separated at the time. Went back to her, tried to make amends, but the marriage has broken down again. And I want to imagine that she had locked out. So I'm not saying to not work if you get back, but I'm saying that chances that it will work are very slim, because you've already, how will I put it now, you've respected him and then you have disrespected him. To now merge the two again is going to be hard. That's the truth. So it's either you're going to go down further, even further, for him to do whatever he wants to do, or you're going to now be super defensive, or he will now have to be working on eggshells. I don't know what I will say now that will offend her. I don't know if I do this now, whether she will still think I'm still toxic. You too, if you just raise his leg like this, you'll be like, oh, you don't start again. So the relationship is going to look somehow. In my opinion, it's not going to be. That's my point. That's my opinion, though. Then that's if you want to get back together, but you can't even get back together because you have somebody. I'm just trying to touch it, move around it, so that you just see all the layers and see why you should move on. Let it go. Thank God you're not married to him. It's just a relationship. So just let it go like that. It's painful to now see that you left somebody for a particular reason and the person has not changed. Something like that. It looks like it's just like also leaving money with somebody because he was broke and then immediately you left him. Like that controversial movie some years ago, Acrimony. You know, when she left him after a while, he now became better. Then she tried to go back. Everybody was like, yeah, she left him when she went. That story I don't want to talk about it. But the story reversed me. Yeah, but the truth is, let it go.